Have you ever stepped into a crowded room, buzzing with conversations, laughter, clinking glasses, and instead of feeling excitement, you feel an overwhelming urge to walk right back out? Not because you're antisocial, not because you're bitter, but because deep down, something doesn't sit right. You're not alone. Welcome to Stoic and Stone, and today we're exploring 5 deep, honest reasons why being around people can sometimes feel like you're draining your soul through a sieve, and why that might actually say something wise about you. Stick around. This might just give you the words you've always needed. And if you find value here, take a moment to subscribe. Your calm is rare, and it deserves company. Let's start with something most people misunderstand. Reason 1. You're an introvert. There's a kind of power in solitude that few talk about. It's not just the absence of noise, it's the presence of something sacred. Clarity. Stillness. You can finally hear yourself think. For introverts, being alone isn't loneliness, it's homecoming. It's not that you hate people, you crave real connection, just not in bite-sized small talk or surface-level banter. You want depth, the kind that lingers. But those kinds of conversations, they're rare. Instead, you're often handed polite nods and half-hearted smiles. You leave the gathering not energized, but empty. That's because for you, every social interaction is an exchange. You give a little bit of your energy each time, and sometimes there's nothing given back. And the world, it isn't built for you. You're told to come out of your shell, lighten up, be more social. They don't see the universe you carry inside. So, when you choose to be alone, you're not retreating. You're preserving, protecting, recharging. If that's wrong in someone else's eyes, so be it. You know better. Reason 2. You've been burned before. Trust isn't something you give lightly. Not anymore. Maybe it was a friend who betrayed your confidence, a partner who twisted your words, a family member who let you down when you needed them most. Whatever it was, it left a mark. Deep, invisible, but real. Now, every new interaction feels like walking a tightrope. You want to connect, but your mind whispers, what if they hurt me too? It's not just about distrusting others. Sometimes you start to distrust yourself, your own judgment, your own ability to see people clearly. So you keep your guard up, not because you don't care, but because you care too much to risk another wound. You notice the red flags others ignore, the strange tone, the too long glance, the joke that didn't feel like a joke. You've learned, often the hard way, that not everyone deserves access to your heart. But here's the thing. Healing doesn't mean flinging the doors wide open. It means finding people who earn their place in your life. Slowly, steadily, honestly. Until then, it's okay to keep your distance. Trust is a gift. You're not obligated to hand it out like candy. Reason 3. You're around the wrong people. Let's be real. Not all company is good company. Some people drain you. Some people frustrate you. Some people leave you wondering why you even bothered showing up. We've all sat across from the overtalker, the one who never asks how you're doing, or the passive-aggressive friend who compliments you just enough to slip in an insult. And then there are the energy vampires. Always negative, always dramatic. You leave feeling like they've sucked the air right out of your lungs. And it's not just the obvious ones. Sometimes it's the well-meaning ones who just don't get you. The friend who drags you to a loud bar when you'd rather sip tea in a quiet cafe. The coworker who insists the office party will be fun when you'd rather head home and breathe. It adds up. Over time, socializing starts to feel like labor, like work, like performance. So you begin to associate people, not with connection, but with discomfort. And the quiet starts to feel like safety. This isn't about being antisocial. It's about self-preservation. You're not avoiding people. You're avoiding unnecessary pain. And that's not weakness. That's wisdom. Reason 4. You struggle with self-esteem. Sometimes, The discomfort isn't about others. It's about you. There's a voice inside that whispers, "You're not interesting enough, not smart enough, not good enough." You don't say this out loud, of course. On the outside, you smile, maybe even laugh. But inside, you're spiraling. Every word you say is analyzed, every laugh second-guessed. Did they think you were boring? Did you talk too much? Did you say something dumb? That voice doesn't stop. And before long, being around people feels like stepping on stage, naked, under a spotlight. So you retreat. You cancel plans. You avoid eye contact. Not because you don't care, but because you don't think you measure up. And yet, this isn't who you are. It's a story your mind tells, a story written long ago. But stories can be rewritten. You are not your doubts. You are not your stumbles. You are allowed to be a work in progress and still be worthy of love. Speak to yourself the way you would a friend, with patience, with grace, because you deserve to take up space exactly as you are. Reason 5. You struggle with social anxiety. Here's what social anxiety feels like. Your chest tightens, your palms sweat, your mind races. You haven't even left your house yet. By the time you show up, if you show up, you're already exhausted. Even if it's a kind gathering, even if you know these people mean well. Your brain still whispers, "What if I say the wrong thing? What if I don't say anything at all? What if they're judging me and I don't even know it?" And so, every smile feels forced. Every silence feels dangerous. You hyperanalyze your tone, your posture, even how you're holding your drink. And when it's over, you don't feel relief. You feel regret. You replay every second, every word, every perceived mistake. You want connection. You really do. But the fear is louder. Social anxiety isn't shyness. It's a survival mechanism that's gone into overdrive, and it's exhausting. But here's the truth. This fear doesn't define you. You can move through it, slowly, one step at a time. Start small. Speak to one person. Practice grounding. Breathe deep. Repeat this truth. You are allowed to be here. You don't need to be perfect. You just need to be present, even if that presence is quiet. The final truth, so here we are. 5 reasons you might not like being around people. 5 reasons that are more than excuses. They're reflections of pain, of wisdom, of you. Introversion, betrayal, misaligned company, self-doubt, anxiety. Each is a thread in the tapestry of your story. And your story, it's not broken, it's human. Solitude isn't shameful, it's sacred. It's where creativity lives, where you meet yourself. But so is balance. The courage to step into connection when you're ready, without losing who you are in the process. So the next time someone asks, "Why don't you like being around people?" you don't owe them an explanation. But if you choose to answer, maybe say this: "It's not about avoiding people, it's about honoring myself." And in a world that never stops shouting, that kind of quiet is a rebellion worth celebrating. Thanks for listening. If this resonated with you, hit that like button. Subscribe for more reflections like this, and tell us in the comments which part felt most true for you. Until next time, be kind to your quiet. It knows what it's doing. See you in the next video. And as always, stay grounded, stay strong, and stay stoic.